Okay, good morning, everyone. So this will be the last part of our last discussion for Module 3, Lesson 1. So basically, there are six principal administrative tasks that shapes a manager's action agenda for implementing strategy. So the specific components of each of the six strategy implementation tasks are as follows. Number one, building an organization capable of executing the strategy. The organization must have the necessary structure to turn the strategy into reality. In other words, if you don't have the infrastructure of your, if you don't have the necessary resources or the necessary manpower, human resource, in order for you to execute, in order for you to implement or in going to practice those specific strategies that you have formulated into your organization, then those particular strategies will never be successful. In other words, for example, if ikaw if ikaw you have already put specific agenda or time frame or strategy in how you're going to do your module. Say for example, where you don't have the computer, you don't have the laptop, you don't have the cell phone that you need in order for you to do your module assignment or your module assessments, for example. So therefore, you will not going to able to execute your specific plan. Say for example, o karon magbuhat ko sa akong module. I'm going to do my module because today will be the deadline of submission for our module. Or you don't have the necessary resources or the infrastructure. So therefore, you're not capable of doing such action or that specific plan of yours. Next, establishing a strategic supportive budget. If the firm is to accomplish strategic objectives, top management must provide the people, the equipment, facilities, and other resources to carry out its part of the strategic plan. So in other words, you have to allocate specific resources on that particular implementation process, because just like what I've said, you need an organization that is capable of executing those strategy. So for an organization to become capable of executing the specific strategy that has been formulated, you must allocate specific resources. And therefore, if you need to allocate certain resources such as human resource or the people, equipment, facilities, you need to give proper budget to those specific components so that they will going to execute effectively, efficiently the processes or the strategies that has been formulated by the top management for us to execute. Next, install internal administrative support system. Internal systems are policies and procedures to establish desired types of behavior, information systems to provide strategy, critical information on a timely basis, and whatever inventory, materials management, customer service, cost accounting, and other administrative systems that are needed to give the organization important strategy executing capability. So in other words, this particular component of the strategic implementation process will going to integrate certain policies that has been that we have already learned in our module 1. So therefore, if we're going to integrate certain policies or control measures, in other words, policies and control measures are practically almost the same, no? Policies, procedures, and control measures. Therefore, the desired behavior, the desired outcome will be going to um, attained by the organization. In other words, we could also use it as KPIs or key performance indicators or KRA or key result areas in your organization, so that the specific employees or specific members of an organization will be compelled or geared toward the achievement of that specific strategic formulations in order for the entire organization to achieve or attain their organizational goals and objectives. Devising rewards and incentives that are tightly linked to objectives and strategies. Say, for example, if a certain employee or certain team member have been satisfactorily or very satisfactorily or excellently attain those specific key result parameters or key result areas or key performance indicators. So they must be given incentives or rewards, both monetary and non-monetary forms. So say for example, di ba, if you're familiar with bonuses during Christmas sa mga employees, so that's a good example of rewards mechanisms. Other also non-monetary incentives may include number one, recognition. Let's say, for example, best employee of the month goes to because of being delivering exemplary performance in conducting his or her duty in the organization. So those are specific types of rewards and incentives that you can give to your respective employees. Shaping the corporate culture to fit the strategy. A supportive corporate culture causes the organization to work hard towards the accomplishment of the strategy. So in other words, if your dapat your specific strategy that has been formulated should tailor fit to your specific organizational culture, because pag dili na siya mag-tailor fit in your specific culture, then therefore that specific strategy will not be suitable, will not be, in other words, will not be suitable, will not be effective in the first place if that particular strategy will not be integrated to your corporate organizational culture. And lastly, exercising strategic leadership. Strategic leadership consists of obtaining commitment to the strategy and its accomplishment. It also involves the constructive use of power and politics in building a consensus to support the strategy. In other words, the leadership, the leaders or the managers or the executive should basically motivate, should be can guide and develop all their subordinates or employees in the entire organization, so that they will be guided, they will be motivated and engaged towards the achievement of organizational objectives and goals by following the strategic formulations that has been formulated by the executive management. So strategic policy, low success rate, practically because number one, failed to segment markets properly. So in other words, you didn't properly identify your target market effectively and efficiently. Paying too much attention for a new acquisition of new, in other words, you must be very cognizant that it is much relatively easier to retain your customers than you attain new ones, because you need to entail to undergo new marketing strategies, promotions, product differentiation, innovation. So therefore you must therefore engage into um, attaining and maintaining your core customer segment, failing behind competition in terms of research and development. And therefore, you must continuously develop and practice innovation and creativity in your business processes, so that you will going to have this competitive advantage always against vis-a-vis your competitors who are always engaging into research and development. And lastly, not recognizing the benefit of computers in managing information, because just like what I've said, we need to continuously update our database in terms of information or factors that practically has an influence and impact our respective organization, both internal factors and the external factors. Lastly, we have the successful strategic implementation, which are as follows: market goods and services well, because we are able to identify and recognize the wants and the needs of our target market. Raises needed working capital, because in terms of our operations, we have efficiently allocated properly our specific resources in our operations, such as the right amount of inventory, the right amount of accounts receivable, and so on and so forth. Produce technically sounds good and sounds information system. So basically, that's the end of our lesson, module 3, lesson 1, and I hope that you have learned something in our discussion for today. So if you have other questions in mind, also don't hesitate to contact me immediately. That's it, and thank you for engaging in this particular lesson.